Okay, guys, so the first craft that we're going to make is a little wooden birdhouse. These are so exciting, so you'll get little craft kits in your activity bags that come with instructions on how to make these super duper awesome birdhouses. So they come in two shapes. They come in a round shape like this one, or they come in a square shape like this one. So while you're making these birdhouses, something really important that you need to remember is that you need to glue the sides down so they stay. So once you're done the birdhouse, it doesn't fall apart on you. But once you're done making the birdhouse, you can be super creative and have super fun and paint your birdhouse so it looks really pretty. So I did a bird seat on this one, and I made this one into a tree. So you can really just be creative when you're making your birdhouse. Now let's turn to Psalm 84, verse 3 in our Bible. To see what we can learn from birdhouses. So Psalm 84, verse 3 says, "Even the sparrow has found a home, and the swallow a nest for herself, where she may have her young, a place near your altar." Now, before we talk about that verse, let's turn to Matthew 6, verse 26, because there's a theme between these two verses. Matthew 6, verse 26 says, "Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more valuable than they?" So what God is telling us, two things between these two verses. First of all, he's telling us that he cares for the birds of the air so much that he gives them a place to stay, he gives them food, he gives them rest, he gives them shelter. And the second thing he's telling us is that if God cares so much for the birds of the air, how much more will he provide for us, his children? If God gives birds a place to stay, if he gives them food, how much more could he also give us? Think of what you already have. You already have a roof above your head, a family that loves you, food at your table. If God cares so much for the birds of the air, how much more will he not provide for you, his children?